Sup nerds, so in today's video we're going to be starting a new series called GEEK or JOCK. The fun thing about this series is that it covers both channels. It covers this channel, Geeko, but it also covers the channel Echoes. For the series on this channel, we will be talking about nerdy stuff like Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, Jurassic World, but on the other channel, it's going to all be about sports. This series is basically going to be a podcast style episode where I'm either talking by myself or with somebody else, and I'm just going to be talking the whole time. It won't be highly edited, but it also won't be boring with lots of ums and buts and whatever. But overall, it's going to be a podcast style episode. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Captain America Brave New World, why Benedict Cumberbatch doesn't know what movies he's going to be in, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, the teaser trailers for the Fantastic Four and Jurassic World, Superman, should Robert Pattison be the DCU Batman or should he be his own Elseworlds Batman, and my hype tier list for the rumored Super Bowl trailers. And for episode 2, we're going to be jumping to the other channel Echoes, and we're going to be analyzing the Super Bowl. So if that sounds good to you guys, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit it's clobbering time right into the notification bell. So without further ado, let's get started. My expectations for Captain America Brave New World is that it's not going to be this insane project that goes up and beyond and goes and does crazy things. That's what the Fantastic Four is for. They can do whatever they want to that universe because it's obviously a separate universe. They're going to have fun and they're going to do whatever they want with that universe, and this is going to lay the groundwork for the MCU. It's not going to be a crazy project on its own, but there is going to be a lot of amazing things, and it's going to have a great story. But overall, it's not going to do anything crazy. It's just going to show us, oh, here's this connection to this project. Here's this connection to this project. Oh, what's important to the people of the MCU? What's going on? What's the political outlook looks like? The president is going to be a Red Hulk. Like, that's going to be crazy. So my expectations aren't, out of the, sphere. It's not, crazy. But I do think it's going to be a solid project. And I think it's going to be one of my more favorite MCU projects. And maybe people want Marvel to take more risks. Maybe, they want them to go have fun. But I feel like they've taken a lot of risks in Phase 4, and people didn't like that. A lot of people like specific projects, like WandaVision, Loki, Moon Knight, stuff like that. But overall, people are kind of sick of them, swinging for the fences on every single little project. They want to feel safe, and they want to feel like they know what's going on. Which is fair, which I do too. But overall, I think it's going to be a solid project. I think it's going to get maybe 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's going to do solid. So here are my top 5 things I want for this project. Number 1, I want casual cameos. There's going to be a funeral scene. I don't know who it's going to be for, but overall, I just want people to show up in the government like Val or Bucky or just Bruce showing up. It doesn't have to be Hulk. It can just be Bruce. Just casual stuff. It's oh, this is Marvel. Oh, I know that person. I know that person. I know that person. So people feel familiar and comfortable. And I think I'm saying comfortable because I want us to feel comfortable and then us be like, whoa, that was crazy. If something crazy happens. It's a grounded project. That's what it's supposed to do. Number 2, we have our not so casual cameos. We have Dr. Doom. We have Sharon Carter. We have Kingpin. We have a Wakandan. Or, would be a little crazy, but we have the Hulk. Again, I want this to feel like ground level. I don't want this to be too crazy, so I don't think we get Dr. Doom. Sharon Carter would line up from Falcon Winter Soldier to this, so it could make sense, but her connections to whoever would be a little crazy. A Wakandan, if we get a Okoye, if we get Nakia, if we get Black Panther, would be awesome. Kingpin being behind all this and connecting to Daredevil Born Again, along with his connections to either Sharon Carter or Samuel Stearns, the leader, would be amazing. And a Red Hulk versus Hulk fight would be awesome. Number 3, and this one's big, I want an Avengers lineup. Either an Avengers lineup or a Young Avengers lineup. I think an Avengers lineup would make a lot more sense. This is the president becoming a Hulk. I think that's a pretty Avengers level threat. I really need to see the Avengers because I want to know what we're working with, and I think a lot of people want to know what we're working with. Number 4, and this one's kind of out there, the return of Hydra. If that's Kingpin being the head of everything, and then he has a bunch of heads of Hydra together. But I don't know if Hydra would work, but that plot coming back in some form would be cool. But I don't know how it would work. Number 5, and you guys remember that funeral I brought up? It's Steve Rogers, and I feel pretty confident that is his. He would kind of be the dying Peggy Carter in her deathbed of this movie. It's just in a really emotional scene that, really impacts the plot. But yeah, this ground level of the MCU with Captain America Brave New World, Daredevil Born Again, and the Thunderbolts will be amazing, and I'm so excited to see it. Benedict Cumberbatch doesn't know what movies he's gonna be in. Why? Benedict Cumberbatch just announced that he would not be in Avengers Doomsday, even though he announced he would be in the next Avengers movie next year. So, what's that all about? Because then the craziest part is he goes, oh, well, I am in the next Avengers movie. So, what is his role? Is it important? Is it not important? Was it important when Kang was the main character? I'm not sure, but I do think with how, like, insane of a character Doctor Strange is, and how mystical and like magic he is, I think it works perfectly with how mystical and magical and out there these next few movies are gonna be. I think, one, he's gonna show up at the very end of Avengers Doomsday. I think that's why he didn't know if he would show up or not. I think he was confident he would show up in Secret Wars, but I think he doesn't know if he's gonna show up in Doomsday. I don't know if it's gonna be a post-credit scene or at the very end of the movie or whatever, but I think he's gonna be kind of like picking the Avengers back up. Like, I think he's going to be dealing with his own thing during those events of those movies, so that's why he's not going to show up in Doomsday. He's going to be doing what he's doing in Doctor Strange 3, which will be coming out after Doomsday. So, Doomsday will come, he's going to show up at the end of that, and they're going to be like, where were you? And then it's going to get explained in Doctor Strange 3, and that's going to be a crazy what Multiverse of Madness should have been. And then he's going to recruit a team, and then they're going to all save everybody in Secret Wars. But yeah, overall, I think he's going to be good, but I think the main thing is that maybe he has a variant that's bad, and that gets played out in Secret Wars. I think that would be a cool duel. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, how is it? Overall, I don't know if it's a necessary watch. It's definitely not like, oh, you have to watch this movie or this show to understand this plot. No. It's a totally different story. It's if Tony Stark did not get Spider-Man on his team and there was a Norman Osborn. It's kind of like a what-if scenario. So far, I watched the first 2 episodes. At first, I did not like it at all. I watched the trailer and I was like, this kind of looks kiddish. I don't know if I'm going to like it. And you know what? It was solid. It was solid. It's nothing crazy. I think it does a really good job of being like, this is Spider-Man. This is his villain and villain and villain and friend and friend and friend. I think it's really cool, and I can't wait till they include a Gwen Stacy, MJ, I can't think of Black Cat's name. I can't think of her name. But, yeah, I think that'll be really cool once they incorporate all these characters, because it's getting a Season 3. It's getting a Season 3 before Season 1 has even barely started. Does it need a Season 3? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think it can do some entertaining things, but is it necessary? I don't know if they should be using their money on it. That's all I'll say. But it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. I don't want to give it a bad name. I'll just say it's a fun watch so far. Now we're moving on to our Fantastic Four First Steps and Jurassic World Rebirth teaser trailer reactions. Let's go. Fantastic Four First Steps trailer just released, and we're gonna watch it. So here we go. All right, here it goes. Dude, I'm stoked. I keep hearing the first initial, like, tone of the music, and it sounds good. Here we go.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7, on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Oh, dude. All right. Baxter Building.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming?
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Oh, it works.
This guy good
Oh,
or
it
what?
works for me, dude.
I want to add a couple cloves of garlic.
Who's Herbie?
Not because it's not delicious. I just want to add a little bit of
There's
zip.
got to be a voice,
Okay.
right? No? Well, maybe there is. I don't know.
T-5.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible.
Oh. Whoa, that looks
It
good.
wasn't a rock.
Oh.
Best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah.
Yo, this actually looks good. He
He
looks...
never caught fire.
Oh my gosh!
There's always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Oh. Does he work as Johnny, though?
I
Let's see.
am right here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
Whoa, okay. Oh, that's cool. Man. What is that? There's Galactus.
As
Why
a
is he?
family.
Why is he so small? Okay, wait, that's awesome. Yo! Yo! That looks good. Welcome to the family. Man, that's good. So yeah, there's the trailer. We don't get a voice to Herbie. He says Guy. So Ben Grimm says Guy, so I don't think it's Natasha Lyonne. So I don't know who she's going to be playing. Paul Walter Hauser, I think, is going to be... I can't think of his name. Mole Man? I think Mole Man. And then, I think that was John Malkovich, I believe. I don't know who that is. People think it's going to be Puppet Master? So that's a villain? Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. Paul Walter Hauser could be Herbie. I don't think so. Maybe Herbie doesn't even have a voice. I think Herbie should have a voice, but maybe they're just not revealing it yet. I don't know. We'll see. I was scared because I saw little glimpses of Ben Grimm as the Thing, and I was like, does that work? No, that's why I kept on like, oh, it works. It does work for me. I thought it looked a little weird at first. In a still frame, it looks odd. But I think the way they're doing it, it does look good. Yeah, I'm excited. I think Invisible Woman going invisible looks good. Human Torch, I want to see like an up close and personal like shot of him on fire. But yeah, no, that's awesome. Any other thoughts? We don't see Reed Richards use his abilities at all. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. It looks good. My only complaint right now is Galactus needs to be huge. Why is he so small? He's the devourer of worlds. Like, maybe he can just shrink? I don't know. Maybe that's a comic thing. Maybe it's not. It looks good. It looks good. Oh, I don't want to get my hopes up. But it does look good. And for a movie this important and a movie that I know needs to do well, it looks good. That's all I got to say. We'll talk about it more at another time. If you want to see my pitch for the movie, go check it out. There's another video on my channel about it. But yeah, let's get on with the rest of the video. Hello, and now it's the next day. We're going to be reacting to the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth. All right, let's get into it. Okay, the shot.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett, our mission specialist. Sorry, what mission?
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God. Fortunately for us,
Whoa.
all these species exist in one isolated place.
Yeah.
Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
It's the same plot over
He's your
and over
guy?
again.
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
Why is that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
Stop!
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
It's not that it doesn't
These
look cool.
dinosaurs
I just don't know
are too
if it's...
dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors.
The worst of the worst. We're left here.
I want it to be scary. Oh. It does look like a rancor.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Man, I don't know. Competing with Superman and on top of that Fantastic Four. And it comes out first. That's going to be hard. It has to be good. It has to be really good. That's the problem. I'm excited. I'm excited. I love the Jurassic Park and the first Jurassic World movie. I love them. They're great, but they're very, very hard to get good. That's the problem. The second and third Jurassic Park aren't great, but I think they're still enjoyable. I think you really have to lean into the scary part of it, and I don't know if you are. It doesn't look that scary. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm 100% wrong. So they said that it would be the main dinosaur would be a mix of a T-Rex, a Rancor, and a Xenomorph, which it does look like that. That was pretty scary. I'll give you that, but I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be like, oh, they're just trying to resurrect us again and whatever. I think you should probably have, when you call a movie a Rebirth, you should have reset the whole timeline. I think it's cool to go back to the first Jurassic Park, whatever, but just wipe it clean. Just wipe it clean and just go off with a new thing. It can be the same kind of plot as the first Jurassic Park, but just remake it. I think that would be fine, because then you can deal with every little plot point you want to deal with without going back to the island, and then you're gonna have to see this and whatever. And it is cool to see certain things like that, but I don't know. Let's move on to DC. First up, we have Superman. My main problem with this movie is not that I don't like it. It's got the same effect of Captain America 4, where it feels like they're being very secretive, and 2, it's hard to see where they're going because I don't know a lot about the comics, and I don't know a lot about the character. Tonally, I think that's a lot of fun, and I think that's what you need for a project like this. It's very hopeful, it's very beautiful, and I just think it's gonna work. And I don't know why. And I wish I could, and I feel like that's bad. I want to say journalism. That's bad whatever. It's bad journalism, and I should know why I like it or I don't like it, but tonally, it feels right. Zack Snyder's Justice League did not tonally feel like it fit Superman. It did not. I did not watch his cut of the Justice League, but I've seen clips of it, and I just tonally, it just does not feel right. And people are saying, oh, it looks goofy, oh, it sounds goofy. What? Goofy's good. We're talking about comic book superheroes. Do we need them to be that realistic? Really? We're going to the movies to get more realistic? Come on, this is supposed to be fun. We're supposed to be having a good time. This isn't like, oh, his pain and his agony and what. That should be a one part of the character, but tonally they're superheroes. They should be able to take on more than a regular person. And of course you want to see your hero struggle, but also it's just a whole lot of struggling. It's a whole lot of struggling out of a character like Spider-Man. I think that's very fun, and I think that works a lot for the character, but not every single character in the comics and as a superhero should struggle that much. Characters like Spider-Man and the Scarlet Witch, yeah, that makes sense. Especially if you're making one of them a villain, that makes sense. But tonally, the trailer seems fun. His romance with Lois Lane feels fun. His beef with Lex Luthor seems fun. Again, I don't know exactly who the villain's gonna be. I know it's Lex Luthor, but I think there's also Brainiac, and maybe more. There was that axolotl, ginormous creature. I think that's really cool. Again, I think people are scared about how many characters and how many heroes are in this project, but I think it's more of oh look, they're around. They're here. But they're not all important characters to the story because they got their own things to do. I think that's one thing that they hopefully will start off better than Marvel, is that half the time you're like, this is crazy. Why are they not asking for help? There's superheroes everywhere. Why are they not asking for help? And you're kind of just supposed to assume they got stuff to do. But overall, I think this will be fun to see all the other superheroes there. But overall, it's a Superman story. And yeah, and I think the flying also looks good. People were complaining about the flying. People will complain about a lot of things, but I think it looks fun. I think it's supposed to be looking a little goofy because he's having a good time. But overall, let's move on to Batman. Again, with the tonal thing, it is important to show which tones you're setting for each project. I think for the DCU, they should go big and they should go crazy and they should go cosmic and they should go just insane and fun, and however they want to do it, with characters like Superman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter. Like, they should have fun with that. So the Batman in this universe is supposed to be one that's a little bit more grounded, but that doesn't mean his villains have to be grounded. But that's why I think we need Robert Pattinson to be on his Elseworlds story, because tonally, I think it'd be a lot of fun to have two Batmans. You get the villains of, like, the Joker and the Riddler, and very toned down and very, like, realistic villains with that story, but also then you get to have fun in the DCU, and you get to do crazier stuff like Killer Croc. You get to do Professor Pig. You get to do Mr. Freeze. Stuff like that, I think, would be a lot of fun seeing in a DCU Batman, alongside also seeing Robert Pattinson do his thing in the Batman movies. Finally, it's Super Bowl week, so let's look at the rumored Super Bowl trailers and let's rank them from least excited to most excited. Here we go. I have 12 rumored Super Bowl trailers, and we're gonna go through them one by one. Maybe I should be anticipated about this, but I'm not Megan 2.0. It's not that I think the movie's gonna be bad. I did not watch the first one, and I did not watch the first one because it doesn't seem like my thing. I think there's gonna be an audience for it, and I think they're gonna love it, and that's great, but it's not my thing. Then we have Snow White. I don't really care. I don't think it needs to get remade. I don't think it needs to be changed of the plot. I think they just need to do new stories. I don't really care about a lot of these remakes. Some of them might be cute. Some of them might be cool if they change them a little bit. But overall, they should stop making these remakes. I'm not excited. Number 3, Elio. It's a Pixar movie. I don't really know much about it. But again, I'm not that excited. It was going to release, and then it didn't release. And it got delayed and got a pushback. And I don't know. It just does not seem good for this movie. Novocaine, or Novocaine, I don't know. But it's about a guy who doesn't feel pain. He just doesn't feel pain. So he just is basically like a superhero. So he goes and he finds this girl and he likes her. And he just wants to save her because she gets kidnapped by these guys. So, yeah. And he's cool, and he's getting, like, beat up. And, like, I don't know. He can still, like, die, but he can't feel pain. It looks cool. It's Jack Quaid. And I think that would be awesome. I think he will do a good job. And maybe it'll be entertaining. Maybe it'll be entertaining. Maybe it won't be. I might see it. I might not see it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Then we have Minecraft. I do think that this movie has a chance that it does not show up at the Super Bowl because Warner Brothers blew all their money on a movie last year. I forget what it was. And Barbie didn't show up at the Super Bowl, and that did better. So I do think, it was The Flash. So they put all their money in The Flash, and then Barbie did better. So overall, I don't think they're going to have this at the Super Bowl. And you know what? I'm kind of glad. I'm not really excited about this project. It looks bad. I love Minecraft. It should not look this bad. It should be animated. I don't know why they did live action. It looks odd. It looks weird, and I'm not about it. Again, with these live action remakes, then we have Lilo and Stitch. I do think it looks cool. I think Stitch looks good. It's not that it won't be good. It's that, again, it's another remake. It doesn't need to be there, but you know what? I might say it. Then we have Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. And it's like, whoa, why isn't this higher? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've never seen a Mission Impossible. I'm sorry. I understand your frustration. I get it. I'm gonna watch Mission Impossibles, and I might actually go see this movie, but I can't be excited if I haven't seen any of the other movies. And I didn't watch the trailer because, I don't want to spoil if there was something that happened in the last one. I don't know if that's the type of movies these are, but yeah, I don't know. It's not that I'm not excited. It's that I've never seen a Mission Impossible. Moving on. Smurfs? Didn't know that was happening. There's going to be a Smurfs movie. Pretty sure it's animated, and it's with Rihanna. Love Rihanna. That's great. There's a rumor that it's going to be something with time travel, and it's going to be a musical. Okay. You know what? Might be good. Might suck. We'll have to see. Number 9. I know I was complaining about the live action remakes. I get it. But How to Train Your Dragon is so good. And this is a movie where you should be remaking it in live action. I think this is going to be awesome. Seeing the dragons in live action is the cool part. Like, seeing Snow White in live action, there's no, thing that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see this in live action. Seeing dragons in live action, that's going to be cool. That's gonna be cool. To go alongside the dragons, we have dinosaurs. And you know what? I did not see the teaser yet. Of this video, I would have seen the teaser. But what I'm saying is right now, as of recording, I have not seen the teaser. But overall, you know what? I'm excited. I don't know. I didn't see Dominion. I did not see Jurassic World Dominion. I hope this just kind of doesn't fully wipe it, but it doesn't make those movies important to watch. It's just a Jurassic World story with dinosaurs, and they're scary, and they said they're going to go more towards the horror, and I'm pretty sure it's written by the people who wrote Jurassic Park 1 and 2. Come on. And then I know I'm a little biased, but then we got Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. I don't think there's going to be a Captain America 4 trailer. I think they've done a lot of promotion for it already. I think it would be kind of a waste of money if they promoted it during the Super Bowl. But maybe they want to be like, oh, we're going to see probably some older audiences, so let's throw in Harrison Ford. I think that's going to be a big selling point to older audiences. They love Harrison Ford, and who doesn't? But yeah, I saw that Fantastic Four teaser. Man, was that good. Maybe we'll get some more footage for that. Maybe we'll see Galactus, or we'll see or learn who Natasha Lyonne, Paul Walter Hauser, and maybe get a little bit more of who Malkovich is playing. Maybe get a better look at Galactus. I don't know, but I am excited. Also, hopefully we get a better look at Sentry for Thunderbolts, and we get just more of the plot or like what we're doing in this movie for the Thunderbolts asterisk, and maybe at the Super Bowl, this will be the big thing, Dark Avengers. Please get rid of the asterisk. It's dumb, it's stupid, I can't stand it. Alright, that's it. And that's the end of the video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and flame on into the notification bell. And I hope you guys enjoyed this new series, Geek or Jock. We're gonna have an episode of Jock on the other channel on Echoes, so go check that out. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. And if you can have a fantastic day today, have a fantastic day tomorrow. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, nerds!